So it is up to you guys to help them see it. I rarely go and make a lot of comments on YouTube and all of that. Although Mark is in the room here. He just joined my group, Mark Paris. You can tell them. He made a comment, say how good the videos were, and somebody thought, somebody made a comment to that. I removed the comment because the person didn't only make that comment. He was trolling all over the place. Hey, Anil, next time you write your own comment. My group, Mark Paris, you can tell them. Oh, I'm getting an echo. Yeah, let me just remove that. So next time you make a comment, good comment in your own video, please be more subtle about it. I'm like, you're crazy. Do you think I have time to do that? Right? Really? Mark had to go and correct the guy and said, hey, I'm actually not his, and he actually just joined, right? He actually just joined the group. He's going to be doing the course in September, which is amazing, right? You can see you have one live person here to prove it, but it's funny sometimes. I don't worry with them, but you have to remove them because I don't want the trolls. Once you block them once, they can't use the same ID to come again. So you give them a little headache. Go get the next ID. I hope YouTube could block their IP address, so then we'll have less trolls. Let's go. Let's start. Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to all the YouTube viewers, and I hope you guys, let me start by thanking you for coming here, and I hope you guys could help spread these videos because there are still thousands and thousands of traders out there who have no idea that this exists. Those traders still believe you can buy signals and become a successful trader. That's not going to happen, right? It's not, because I can tell you for sure why I know that will not happen. A few traders have left my group to start their signal service because you can't do signal service if you're in my group. A few have left to do that. And they're not my best traders. So I doubt you would get very good service from them, but they figure out that whatever they learn here, they can go and sell it for, for $50 a month subscription and make money on the subscription. That's their plan. I don't do that. I don't allow people to do that. And I don't think you should subscribe to anybody. Because if you do that, you will end up losing your money that you pay for subscription, and you will end up losing trades. And I can prove that to all of you right now, right here. I can tell every single person in this room to take a trade as a signal. I guarantee you very few of you will take it. And even if you take it, and I will make money in that trade, very few of you will make money in the trade. Because you have to understand what I understand in the trade. You have to see the same setups that I see. You have to understand the wave analysis the way I see it. Now, why I would make money in that trade? It moves 20 pips, I'll take out half of it. That's 20 pips booked. It moves another 10 pips, I'll close the trade for 30 pips. You might not be able to do that. Exactly the same point. I could send you a signal, close the trade, but unlikely you're going to do it. Or some of you will close it for less than that. Eventually, if you look at the way these are set up, these signal services are set up, they're set up to prove that they're making money, but you follow them and you're like, hey, that guy's making money, man. Well, why am I? But he doesn't show you money, show you pips. And why am I not making money? Well, you'll never make money. There is the successful trader out there who said, hey, I'm successful because I'm buying signals from this person. Show me one. There isn't, right? So you need to learn to trade. Trading is difficult. Let me just stress this one more time. Trading is very, very difficult to do. It's not easy. If you think it's easy, you're in the wrong place. You will lose your money. It is difficult to do. Is it doable? Yes, it's doable. You can do it, but it's difficult. It's not that easy. So please remember, without knowing, without understanding the whole structure, without having the knowledge, you are not going to be successful. You need to understand it. You need to learn this stuff. You have to have the knowledge before you can be successful. Without the knowledge, thinking, give me some signals or tell me buy and sell here and I'll be successful. Hey, come on. The whole world would be successful like that, right? You just need two people who can give good signals and everybody else to copy, 16 billion people to copy them. And it would be wonderful, right? Not going to happen. It doesn't work like that. But can you make money? Yes, we have successful traders, a lot of them. So let's start the course, right? Let's start right now, sorry. For those of you who are interested in the course, let me just give you, this is the only thing I'll say about the course. If you're interested, Skype me. Don't send me messages anywhere else. I have a Facebook page and I have a Twitter, but don't send me messages. I hardly look at those messages and I will reply you a week after sometimes. You might be lucky if I'm on and I see your message immediately. But if you Skype me, you're definitely going to get the answer. So it's MANGAL 457. That's easy. That's my Skype ID. Send me a Skype message. You will get the answer and you'll get all the details. right? I don't have any site. Don't send me anywhere to any site. There are a lot of bogus sites saying they're me. It's not me, right? If you send there, you will end up getting bogus stuff and you will lose your money. Skype is the most authentic way of finding me, right? So take care. Sorry, I was gonna say be careful, not take care. Be careful with where you contacting me, because I've got complaint with people say, hey, I went on your site and I was like, no, I don't have a site. You can't go on my site and try to contact me because I don't have one. If there is one, it doesn't belong to me. Let's start. I want to start with the silver, and I want to show you guys again, because I keep showing you these patterns. I'll come back to the euro also, so that you understand that this thing works. You really have to have that system in you, because you wouldn't be able to make money out of it if you don't understand that it works. And for you to understand and have this belief system that it works, you have to be able to have seen it so many times, study it, understand it, do research on it, and then you know it works. This is simple. The patterns are here, but I'm not even going to go in the patterns. I'm just going to common sense thing. We can look at all the patterns, but every time they come in this area, because of cost and value, they're going to go back up. And we're expecting this to make a move here. Now, it might not turn immediately, right? Because we thought this was the one that was going to go, but that made you money. We thought that was that made you money. These might be break even. From here, you start buying 15, 14, 50, 40. You start buying. Because when this go, you will not get it. You cannot jump into it when it's already moving so fast. It's going to move so fast that I want you to see this. If you weren't buying here, you don't get that. You don't get that move, because you can't buy at the top here. At the top, there's where it could turn. So you don't want, it's fearful to buy there when it's moving so fast, because if it's going to turn and take you out, your fear is going to jump in. If you buy here and it starts to pull back, you're going to get scared and you're going to close the trade. You're going to take the loss and you're going to watch it continue to go. But if you bought where I told you to buy the last time when you were buying, right? The last time you were buying, if I tell you to buy here and you get that move up, you can come out anywhere. You can come out even lower. It doesn't matter where you come out, because you will come out with profit. And if this move starts to move, this is not going to repeat that now, because we're still going to be in the consolidation. But they can make a move that might be pretty big. It could come like this and then start to come back down, right? It's not going to break the top. This one is not going to break the top. Not by the pattern we have now. We're going to be in this consolidation. But hey, if this thing move from 14 to 20 or to 26 or to 28, you could make a hell of a lot of money, right? It's a huge sum of money you can make if you understand that. Don't miss the opportunity, because when it comes there, you're going to say, hey, you know, that guy said we should have bought it 14 minutes. We should have listened to him. Like, you remember when I told you sell your Bitcoin at 21 and at 20 and at 19, sell the Bitcoin. And the one guy came on and he said, no, don't listen to this guy. He has no idea what you're saying. Where is he, by the way? You're in the room? Come on, cheer yourself up. He's my good friend. I'm looking for him for a long time. The guy who said not to listen to me when I said sell at 20. Euro, let's start with the dollar index. Start with dollar index and go. We're in consolidation and we're still going to be in consolidation. I showed you guys this pattern that we took earlier, and they're likely going to come very high. So we're in consolidation. 4-hour charts. We're still in consolidation. Now we are in an up move, but we're retracing that up move. So this retracement of the up move is very small, which means we could be in a bigger retracement here if they're turning totally, right? So let's go to the 1 hour and you're going to see what you have. You're in a down move. You have one daily down move. You have a weekly down move. You have a daily up move. You have a 240 down move. You have a 60 minutes up move. You don't have a pattern. So right now you need to wait to see whether this goes back up. You can look for a buy setup here. If you get that flat, you're going to go down. If this continues to go down, there might be a very small sell. As soon as you break this low, take your profit, because it's not going to go down very far. Very likely this week, I think we're going to be in this consolidation here, because we have a move up, a move down. They have to go back up one more. If they break this low, they'll break it very little and then they go. I don't think we're going to have a long, drawn out running flat here now. What you're going to look for your trade entries, if you get a flag here and the flag breaks, take the trade. So you want the flag has to break for you to get your trade. If they do make a flag, if they reverse, you will wait for the same thing, a flag here, the flag break, you take one trade. So you have one trade if it goes up, you have one trade if it goes down, which means you have to take profit. Because when you're in these consolidations, take your profit, right? You have to take the profit. Let's go. Euro. So let's remember, let's go down the memory lane from 3 weeks. Remember when this was coming down so sharp, I was saying, guys, be careful, this thing will turn. And the reason we think it's going to turn is because of the specific pattern we saw, right? I actually took a copy of that pattern and showed you. So if you're here, the last 3 webinars, you saw that. But if you're new, you're seeing it the first time. We took a copy of this one and we brought it here and we showed you they're exactly the same thing. You got to move up. You got to move up. You got a very sharp move down and you got a very sharp move down. You got another move up and you got another move, like kind of 3-wave pattern there down, right? We looked at this and we said, what did they do when they broke the low the last time they went up? What will they do when they break the low? They'll do magic. See? So this is going up not because of some news somewhere. Somebody says, hey, I read this thing, the dollar is going to get strong now. I was like, go read again. Right? It's not because. They're not doing that because of the news now. They were telling you they're going to do that here. They were telling us this is coming here. If you knew the pattern, you know what they're going to do. They just told you, actually. If you looked at this and you learned this, and you look at this and you say, hey, what did they do the last time? They're telling you, they're literally telling you a whole month now, they're telling you that. Guys, be careful. When we break that low, we're going to go up. So how many fools did they get to sell when they broke the low? When they broke what most people will call the support. They broke through the support so we can sell now. That's what they did. There are orders sitting there that needs to go, right? So it could be right now, there are 2 options you could look for. Expanding or running flat. If it's a running flat, we will see a turning point here. If it's an expanding flat, they will come up to the top and then we'll find a turning point. This is not going up there as yet. But if it does, I don't see that because we have a very small correction here to make this an enter. This is more of a running flat or an expanding flat. I think they're going to be more of a running flat. I don't expect them to make an expanding flat. Now, all you have to do is understand where that turning point is coming and you will be in the trade. So is it going to be this the turning point? If you find that the turning point, you'll be looking for sells. If that continues to go, buy one more up. Every buy you take now is one single trade more up because that could be dangerous. That might be the last trade up. How much more it can go like that? Quite a lot. You can get about 10 more flags before they turn. That doesn't mean you don't buy, but you have to be careful in every single buy you take now. Because you are at a place where you have a complete pattern that could turn right now. Now, is that the pattern? Is it a running flat? I don't know. I don't need to know that. That's unimportant to me whether it's a running flat or an expanding flat. I just have to wait and see. Right? When I wait and I see that structure and I get the turning point and I'm like, yes, that's mine. I'm going for it. Right? That's it. You just have to do that. The market will show you what it's doing. They always do, right? Boom. Same thing, up move, correction. We're correcting this up move here on the daily. We're correcting this whole big move here. That's one move down, one move. Remember, we thought the correction might start anywhere here. They drop lower, they're correcting that move. So they might be in this correction for a while. And then it depends on what pattern we see here. Would tell us whether they're going down or they're going to go deeper. But they're in kind of a sideways correction at the moment. So you're not going to get much good trade here. You'll get some sharp moves up and down, and eventually you'll get a pattern. This week, I think you might get some more downside here because they're kind of like making this one going down. So you might find the down move, but it's like I said, they come back, they pull back, they pull back, they pull back. So you might not really get good long-term trades. You're not going to, if you get a small trade in a 1 hour, take the profit, get out. Right? Eventually, this should go back up because you got an impulse, you got a correction, you're going to get an impulse. So this week, trading the pound might be difficult. Unless it takes off right now, broke the top and take off. If it takes off for the next impulse right now, well, then you might get a trade. I don't see that coming. I actually see them coming back to the low here. Not very far, something like that. Maybe go back up, come back here. Make some kind of a pattern in here and then turn. We don't know what pattern is yet. We don't have enough information to make a decision on what the pattern will be. Aussie? This definitely is not making any pattern because we're getting a lot of waves, but we're not getting a very clear pattern as yet. And the waves are in consolidation. So we got one wave up. We got one wave up. We got another wave down. We got another wave up. That is not a pattern. So Can we get another one down? I think we can get another one down. Can this go back up there and then come down? Like, this is not taking off, that's for sure. It's also not falling from there, that's for sure, because they need more consolidation here, complete the pattern, and then go. So if they break the top or break the low, they'll turn. If this goes break that top or break the low, it's going to turn. This is not enough of a consolidation to buy it, though. You see, when they consolidate, you can see the sharp waves here, right? If you were looking at this, you got one sharp wave here, one sharp wave. If you're looking at this, you got one sharp wave there, one sharp wave there. This one, see what happened when they break the top? They came back. If they go break the top, they're coming back. If they go break the low, they're coming back too. So they come back, then they'll go. When you get this, now you have a trade. That was your trade setup. You don't have anything here. So you got to wait, or you can trade on very low time frame if you have the ability to do that. New Zealand pretty much looks like it's going to go up. Same thing, we don't have enough, right? You want the flag. If you get a flag like that, you can get a perfect trade. We don't have it. We got a sharp move here, a sharp move here, maybe another sharp move, maybe a couple of sharp moves like that, and we'll get a trade up to the upside. But more consolidation in here. So in the 60 minutes and lower time frame, you can take trades, but you're taking trades that you know that are very short trades. You get your little profit, you take it off, because it's not going to go anywhere very far. Yen finally broke out, so we're still left with the option of this being running flat, right? Since they broke out of the structure, now we need to see whether that is actually confirming the running flat. And that is if we get consolidation here, if they don't drop lower again. This one could drop lower. So if you get a sell setup here, take it, because we got a sharp move here, we got a sharp move here, we got a sharp move here. We might combine that to make a bigger flat. If this drop, that means this one is no longer valid. As it stands right now, that is a possibility. We'll confirm that when it breaks the top, when they go out. Then we will confirm that that was it. We can't confirm that until that happens. Because within this consolidation, if this turns out to be the flat, they're going to drop more with an internal flat inside. I don't think so. I think we're going to get consolidation and upside. All right, so what we'll be looking for here for a trade to the upside is consolidation. And it looks like you're getting some kind of a consolidation here. All right, so if you get more consolidation, this was your trade, you saw that. This was your trade, you saw that. If you get a trade here, take the trade. This would be a very good trade, especially if Pound go, Pound is coming down in consolidation, Euro coming down in consolidation. This would be an impulse to the upside, not a consolidation. If the rest of them are consolidating within the zone, Yen actually consolidated already. So if you get a trade that is a dollar trade, which means dollar movement, go for the Yen. If it's a Yen movement alone, go for the Yen, right? Because it likely will go up. And if it goes up now, it's going to go very, very sharp, because we've had a very huge consolidation. So keep your eyes on the Yen and the Yen pairs this week. That they might be the best trades you get, right? Right? So here, add, consolidating, did not break out, it didn't break the low either. So we're looking for two things now on the CAD. One more retest of the top before they go down, or retest of the low and then go up. This is not going to drop. This cannot drop by the way it is. It's going to be a very rare situation in that drop, because I haven't seen that pattern. But I can see them testing this low, going back up, either retest the top or make a bigger consolidation. Either way, we will look for downside. Right? So CAD in the weekly has one potential of going back up. We would look at that in another webinar, probably one of the special webinars I could do with the CAD pairs or the CAD. But right now, you're getting a trade. So those of you who trade that down did well. I told you be careful, because it could go back up. You need to move your stops. You need to get out of the trade. Look for this. This was a short trade. I actually took that trade and got break even, right? It didn't, they pull back, so it's a break even trade. I thought that would be the one that will go out. So break even trade and that, no problem. Well, it had a lot of pips though. I mean, I really give up a lot, because I got in somewhere here and they start to come back. So I just moved it to break even. Watch what happens here. If you get a flag here, you're going to drop to this level and go back up. But I think they could be, if they consolidate here longer, we will still get a drop here. If they can it turn to the upside from where it is, possible, you'll have to come here, maybe pull back and then go. So if we get a flat something like that, that would be a good trade. You can look for the upside, and then the upside will go to retest the top. So the upside has a big potential. The downside, not so big, because all you need to do is test this low and turn back up. And once they test that low, they'll have to go back up, which is, as you can see, not much remaining there, right? Now they can test it, means they can break it, come to about this level, maybe a little lower, but they will go back up. But the upside potential is huge because they will need to break this top here. But we'd expect them to go break that top. So if you get to buy again, you can make an attempt at the buy. I'll be making more attempts at the buy to see whether I get the trade eventually. Swiss actually felt nice. This pattern dropped. They broke the low. So the question is, what are they doing here now? We still have this potential 4-hour correction at the top. And we don't know whether it looks like it could turn to be a very much expanding flat. Right? We broke that top, so this might turn out to be an expanding flat, which means the consolidation here might give you one more drop here, and then you can look for the upside. This is the 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, come back here. Now, there's one situation where they might not break the top, which means you just get another one up here. You start to get big consolidation here, go there, come back, big consolidation, come back here, and then they go. Eventually, you'll just get a bigger sideways move. If they do that, it's going to be amazing because you could get this buy, you could get this sell, and then you're getting a buy from here going up. If you see that pattern in there, we're buying anywhere. Once it comes in this area, we'll start to look for buy setups. If they make that big consolidation, because after that, there is nowhere else to go but up. So you will get a very big move to the upside. As it stands right now, you're looking for buying setups, but there's a chance they might test the low. I don't know if it's running or expanding. The way this is going looks like we might test the low. So I think you might see this looks more like a flat, a smaller version. You might get a little here. Go back up there and come. Also possible. Just come back, tag the low, and then start the upside. Wait for the upside. If you get the sell, it might not be very interesting. Very short left on it. XAG. Well, you got to be careful of this because we could also make one more move down before they go, right? If you look at this, they made that one. They made this flat. It is a flat. It's an expanding flat in the middle. So we got an impulse and another impulse. Now, I would really like to see this impulse go. Right? That would show the trend. So if they make a flag here, you can buy again if you're not in the trade. And they will go and they'll make a small flag and go. This has to go very impulsive if you're going to take off to the upside. Like when they make these little flags, they go, right? You need to see it go. If they don't go, if this thing doesn't go, like they start to consolidate here and looking like they will retest the low before they go. So what you need to do is put an entry order under this low somewhere at 1410, 1400, 1410. So if they drop into here, they can take you and go. Hopefully they take you, right? So there is a possibility that it just turns to be a three-way flat and then drop there and go back up. The upside is absolutely coming. The question is this the turn or do they make one more drop and then go? We can't confirm till this takes off, right? If that takes off, great. We're into it. If not, they're coming back here, go. That would be very fast. Once they tag the low, once they find that low, they're going to definitely go up very, very, very fast after that. It's not going to be a slow move. Go. Okay, gold broke, pull back, going. Gold might be a good sign why we think silver might go. This might be one of those running flats, one of those weird ones. So gold might be a good reason why I think silver will go because gold is going very strong. You had a very nice buy setup if you wanted from there on the breakout. I don't think you'd get it. It actually happened pretty fast. If you were not in the buy from the low, you will not get that. But that's a possibility, right? Look for that trade. If they consolidate here, they'll go more. And one of the reasons gold might go is because there are a lot of countries buying up gold. As a matter of fact, I just read an article this morning about the Russian central bank buying up gold. They've tripled the amount of gold they're buying now than they were buying a year ago, or 5 years ago, or 3 years ago. They're buying up gold at a very, very, very hard. They're actually getting rid of all their American, their U.S. Securities that they have and all the U.S. dollar currency. So they're trying to put everything into gold. All their foreign currency reserves are going into gold as much as possible. And I think they're making the right move. They know something we don't know, right? Go for gold. Gold is more solid than the US dollar, right? So if those central banks start buying up gold, price will go up, right? Because there's a demand. China is buying, Russia is buying, everybody starts buying. What do you think price is going to go down? It goes down, they buy more. That's the whole thing. So it's not going to go down because they will just keep buying more. Yep. So watch it. You could be getting a turn right now. This thing could have turned already. If you get a correction there in a 1 hour, just buy, right? You get a flag, just buy. You get a correction like that. This is a sell, that is a buy, right? It's the same thing. It's not difficult now for you guys to see. Euro Oz. We broke the top again. This is surprising because I really thought this would have been the top, but it just went and made another top, which makes this just a more complex D wave, very complex one. And then they go up, break the top, come down. So I still think we're going to get more downside. This will become a 1, 1, 2, 3, and downside. Now, there's a chance that they might consolidate here. If they do that consolidation, they'll go one more and then come down. They'll just break this top and drop. It is not going to be a big move if they do that. So you can look for sales. Actually, they reversed pretty fast. They just broke the top and turned very fast. So you had a nice sell setup after that. You can see in the 1 hour, you had a nice sell setup here. And I think we're getting another sell setup here. They're making another flag, right? This one actually broke earlier, but you can look at this. But right, they broke, they come down. And you may get another sell setup here. It looks like this is going to break down too. So watch it. If they keep making flags, you keep selling. Right? I think this is going to go down much more. Your cat. This one is not broken, but you're going to get this to break soon. And when you get it to break, you're getting one single trade down, right? Because you can see we're making a running flat. If it crawls up more, just follow it. You're going to get a break and then go. I don't see a buy setup here as yet. If you get a buy setup, you can take it, but there isn't a buy setup there, right? So this could at any time break. If it breaks here, you get that trade. If it breaks there, you get this trade. And then you might get one more up, right? There is going to be one more up. So that means the Euros will be in that sideways consolidation. It's going to drop, go back up, drop, go back up, right? So, and then you might be in a climb. So you'll get something like this, right? 1, 2, 3, and then you might start to go back up. We had one here, right? And we start going back up. You get a buy, you get a buy, you get a buy. You might get another buy here, another buy here, and another buy there. You're in New Zealand. This one is easy, right? You don't even have to say anything here. Just wait for it to finish and you get one more move up. Take it one piece at a time. It's only one move up, right? One move up because they may not break that top. That's your first impulse down. This is a correction up, right? If they tag the top, we're going to go one more up, which I think all of you know by now, right? If they tag this top, we're going to pull back and go. If they don't tag the top, we're going to pull back and we can drop. We can literally drop very hard. So you have one more buy, take the profit off, look for the sell. All of that could happen this week. Let's see how far they go. I don't think a running flat is making. Euro Swiss, this was easy. They already broke, you got the trade. Right, you go up, you make a flag, you break, you're getting a trade. So watch that take this off. Right, you're already in that trade. You wait for another 60 minutes flag and buy again. It's going to go up some more, so you get another 60 minutes flag, you can buy again. They'll make another flag here, you can buy. See how much flags you had here? You're going to get same thing there going up. Euro yen. This one went up faster than we expected. We were expecting it to make like a 1, 2, 3 come just above this stop and then stop, or then they just continue to go. So if you took the buy, you're lucky. If you took this buy, you're lucky. If this is the running flat, you will not get that buy, but you can get it above the top. In my trading room, the buy was above that top, right? So if you bought above that top, you want to take profit, wait for a consolidation, buy again. Right? When they do that, they make running flats, and that's why it looks very stiff. What is this doing? Let me show it in the daily so you can see what structure we're looking at in the daily. So we got this move down. We got this move up. This is a very small one, kind of a move down. They'll probably pull back. They'll finish this, and then somewhere here, we might get a pullback, and then we're going to go back up here, break that top, and then downside. And very likely we're going to get this pattern here. How high this one is going to come, I don't think they're going to go very high because this one came pretty low. So we might be seeing something like that. And then can we stay longer in that consolidation? Sure. But I would always make the forecast for the first 3 waves, and then we'll see what happens after that, right? You always forecast the first 3, then see what happens. So somewhere in here, you're going to get small upside, but then you're going to get a correction. As you can see, there is no correction here, right? So they will have to make a correction. If it is going to be going up, I don't think the correction is coming now. They might make a little more up, and then you get. So you could get this week, you might get 1 or 2 trades up in the 60 minutes, and then you get a downside. Euro pound broke the top again. That one I didn't expect. I thought this was the top. because we needed to break this daily top only, and they broke it once. This one, they broke it once. It's going up still. So that means you got to pull back, buy again, because you're still going to go back up. We broke the top again, right? And this cannot be the correction. So this becomes that, one more up and then down. You're going to get some short-term sells here. You may want to take that trade. You're going to get one more up. They have to break that up again. And then we're going to look for, you can buy from here. When they break the top, you get out, and then you can start to look for the downside again, right? So this is still a correction going up. They're just spiking slightly above the top. That's okay. That's part of what they do, right? So if you didn't get a sell here and just wait, this wasn't much of a buy here. But when they drop again, you can get a sell. Somewhere in here, you will get a flag, and then you can get a sell. So you just need to let this drop, make a flag, and sell it down to the bottom here. Once it comes here, you're looking for upside. Be looking for the upside. Let's go. Pound Swiss. Pound Swiss dropped, so we're still within the down part. Last week they were somewhere here. We said, watch it. They're going to make a correction here and then go back up. But they're still making that correction. So I still think from this area, we will probably start to see the upside, right? We're going to get something like this. 1, 2, 3. I don't think this is already dropping. It might be a little too early. This flat might be a little too small. But it could be that they're dropping already, right? But we don't have a correction here to sell. So let's put this on. Right? We don't have a correction here to sell. We just got one move up, and we might be getting a correction here for a buy. If that happens and they come here and they turn, well, then you will get this sell. So you can get that buy, and then you can get this sell if they break back. If they go up from this, you want that buy. You really want to take that buy, because if this go up, they're going to break the top before they come down. So there's a good chance you're going to get one more wave up. You might get a buy setup first, and then you're going to get the downside. Leading diagonal, no. We don't really discuss pattern, but it's not a leading diagonal. I can tell you that for sure. I've shown you guys this pattern. I don't think this is new to anybody, right? I've shown you this, why you should be selling Swiss. Right, if you look at this, remember? Remember when we were selling Swiss in here, sell, sell, I started selling it from here, and I was telling you this thing is going to go down. Well, it's going down. It's just that I'm looking for a consolidation here that is too small. We're not saying this is not, it will actually go and break this low. Can tell you that for sure. In the weekly, we're going to break that low, but we're looking for consolidation here. If you're looking for that weekly sell, it should be, I think it's in the weekly or in the daily. I can't remember which one. Somewhere here, we had that set up where we put, let's see the daily. It should be in, oh, I don't know where all the signals gone. There's those hours that used to show my setup. They're gone somewhere. You can find it. It's in Trading View, where we showed this pattern for the downside, right? Because it's what they do. So you're going to expect this to come in. Now you might get a consolidation here first. And if you get that, that's the part we're looking for, the 1 hour trades. All right, so 1 hour trades, you might go back up. This, I don't think that is all. That's too small. So they might just make one more up before they go. Just keep watching it. This looks like a small flat for here. If they just come to this level and then drop, you get this one. Sell that, right? First up, you want them to come back, break that up. And then if they make a small flat there, then you get a sell. Okay? They can go higher, right? Make a bigger one. But watch, this piece will tell us what they're going to do. Pangos. It didn't go as high as we expected. So either we're going to get one more up, or this is it, right? So this one, remember, we're looking for this pattern to go up. Well, they made one, they pulled back, they go, they broke the top. The question is that all? Is that all for downside? Or is this coming here and then make one more up there, giving us something like that? That's a possibility. You had one like that here. So there's a possibility that you could still get one more up, but it's in the 1 hour. Looking for that they're going to make one more up. I think we may be turning right now. But there's a good chance. Watch this. There's a sell setup. That was a sell setup. If you followed it, and that was a sell setup. Right? So you might get one more drop here. Watch it when it comes, right? Put that to positive, because they might make another attempt at this, make one more high and then come down, making this, kind of a like consolidation, drop, and then go. That's a possibility because we are in a big sideways. The move is to the downside. We're just in a big sideways. I think it's pretty. This one is pretty easy, right? They're just making correction to go down. Same thing. This one we already showed this. I think I have a special webinar out on all the pound pairs. You guys should go and look at that webinar. I think I have a special webinar with all the pound pairs where we are showing you that these have to come. Remember, I put all the top. They have to break the tops and then turn. Right, so somebody should take the link of that one and put it out here. I did all the pump pairs showing you that these down moves are coming very soon because these are all corrections. Now the question is whether we end the correction here. I don't know whether it ends, but I can tell you for sure it's not turning. They're probably going to do this. We might get one attempt here, break this low, and then we'll decide if they're going to go back up for one more, or if actually it's a downside, which means this is over. Right? We don't know that. We're still in that uptrend, so they can come here and still make one more up. That possibility exists. Retest the top, but that would be really amazing. If that happened, I would be the happiest person around, right? Because if they do come here and go back up, not only would we get that buy, but imagine what we're going to get here because we know from there, they're dropping. After that, there is nothing more coming. They're dropping, right? So maybe they get the one more up and then they drop. But, you know, first, before you focus on all of that, focus on getting this one done first. Focus on getting this straight here down. Then get that one up, and then we'll get this down, if it happens. If you get this up and then you get that down, that would be amazing because if that falls, you're in the trade, right? So for your trade, just to show you structure, but for your trade, trading within this correction here, look for a sell right now. Right now, it's a short-term sell, then possibly one more buy up, right? A short-term drop here, maybe retest the top, then drop, and then go back up, and then drop, right? So which one is going to be? It's easy. You can see it as it's happening. You're going to see it. Serious fall in the pung, not necessarily only the pung. It might not. This movement might not be. The pung is going to go down, but it's not only the pung. I think I showed you the pung downside also. Remember, people were doubting the pung downside when it was going up, and now it's going down. They're trying to doubt it. That hey, this thing, what is doing? It's going to go down some more, and then probably say we'll see the turns. Pung will turn. Pung is going to have a yearly trend up. I did that forecast a year ago. Watch the Pung to break the lows on the monthly charts, and then you're going to go up for a yearly trend, which means for a whole year or two, the Pung will be trending to the upside. So when that starts, all you need to do is buy Pung, buy Pung, buy Pung, and buy some more Pung, right? Right? So you see, it's good. You're understanding my videos. That's good. You see how many of you are getting it? But if you understanding it and forecasting it yourself is a little different. So for my traders, that's it. That's how we talk in our room. But I show more details of what we do in our room, right? So that they can actually see the patterns, where they should buy it, where they should sell it, basically. Let's go. Pound New Zealand. So Mr. Donovan, I can send you my bank account now. Should I send it to you? Just send me a message. I'll give you my bank account so you can send a donation, right? Now that you're making so much money. Let's go. This one, we expected this to come. Watch it here. Watch it at this level, right? When they break here, because there is still that chance. I still think they're going to go one more up. This might just turn out to be this flat and then one more up. I don't see them breaking this low, right? So watch, be careful with this trade if you're in it. It's a nice trade setup. If you're in that trade, you got to be careful. Possibility, one more sell, right? And then up. Well, you can pay if you want, but I'm trying to be generous to you. You can make a donation. So watch this. Break the low. I mean, if you're making 20 million, you can send me $500,000, right? I don't want a lot. I'm just saying send me half of the 20 you made. So watch this when it breaks this low, because this could be your turning point. We might be in this one. See that? And then you get one more up here. Funcat. Looking upside, I think, yes, we're going to get upside. Watch this. It's probably going to drop a little more here too also to complete the pattern. They need to break the low. Drop there, and then you're going to get one more up because this is consolidated. So watch it when it drops there. We're likely going to get one more up. This is making a bigger running flat. I hope all of you can see that, right? So watch, they'll break the low. You want to take the sell because we don't know how low they're going to go. Right? See, they're coming here. They're going to break this low. You might get a trade here, and then you're going to get the upside. So keep your eyes on Pang Yen. Pretty much the same thing. Wait for a correction, buy. Wait for this to come back here and then look for the buy. Right? You can take the sell if you want, if you get a sell set up, but it's likely going to come down and then continue to the upside. There is no consolidation. See, there was a consolidation here. There is no consolidation here. So you have to wait for that consolidation, right? You have to wait for this to pull back somewhere here and then look for that upside. I think it might be something like this. Just come very sharp and start to go up. You can buy above the top there. See? Aussie yen. So let's see where we are in the daily. We broke out of that structure, very complex. I think you can already see the ABC. These were sell setups that we were getting, and they're pulling back against that sell. So the question is if they're pulling back to make a deeper upside. Are we pulling back for a deeper upside? That is possible. Right now that we have broken this low, there's a possibility you get one more of that up. Remember, we spoke about that. There's a possibility for this to go up and make one more there before they come down. This is too sharp to be all the correction. It could be all the correction, but it's a little sharp. Basically, in the monthly, it will be a very sharp wave. If you look at it in the weekly and the monthly, it turns out to be just one sharp wave up, right? And one sharp wave up is never the whole thing, right? One sharp wave up, like when they made one sharp wave up, you see what happens here when they made a sharp wave up. They started to pull back, go back, pull back, go back, and then take off. See that? So we might be in the first one. We might be heading back up to the top here. We could probably come back here, and then we might see that move up there. Right? We might be in a consolidation zone right now. So that means watch this here for turning points. I'd watch it for upside. Go back to the 1 hour. And watch it. Watch it. If you get a consolidation there, that's a buy setup you're getting. Right? And you will take each buy until you start turning. We don't see the turning setup coming as yet because you get a consolidation here, you buy. If you break out of this structure, that means you're going to go up pretty much very high to the upside. Aussie CAD. Okay, this one broke. This one also you're looking for upside because we're in a consolidation here now. 4 hour, let me show you the biggest structure. See? So they pull back, you're going to expect this to go up some more. Look what they did here. They pull back, but they still go, right? So watch this pull back here. You might get a little consolidation, go a little consolidation. I think something like that is what we're looking for, right? 1, 2, 3. Now, is this going to be the one? Let's see. It looks like you are going to get that one up. So keep your eyes on that. Let's see. Look for the flags and then buy. New Zealand. This is the Aussie New Zealand. Okay, you guys are getting a little more than you should get, but this is what we're looking for. All right, this one is from the trading room. You're not supposed to get that. Some of our trails. Watch it. You might still come a little more here, and then you're going to go up there. So watch for the breakout of this. You can see the pattern. I think it's pretty clear for all of you to see now. All right, that's a bonus if you're asking for a bonus. You're not supposed to see that one, right? So watch that there, and then we'll see what happens. Watch this trade. This would be a nice trade if you get it, right? It's going to be a very sharp trade. So you might get a little more to the downside there. Aussie Swiss. Same here, you may be at a turning point. We broke all the lows. You can see that we broke all the lows. So you might be heading for the upside, which means you start looking for some sideways here. And upside. I look for some more sideways and upside. Aussie looks upside general. The Aussie dollar also look upside general, right? We're looking for buys in the Aussie dollar. So it's in a consolidation, but upside, consolidation for upside. So watch it. You're going to get some consolidation and then upside, right? New Zealand yen. Same. Watch it. You're coming up. So for this area, you can see they're going to climb. You could get a big wave like that up, right? This one could still go more, still go more. It's going to break out of this, and then we'll see whether we're looking at that pattern, right? Or whether they're coming to retest at the top. But I think mostly we're going to be looking at this. right? Because this was a mess going down, right? So that means with a sharp wave there, you're looking for one more here. Buy, look for buy setup. This is easy, right? New Zealand Swiss. Also, we're looking for one more up. And I think we may have started it. Watch this, is going to go up some more. See, they didn't break out there, but you end up getting more of an expanding flat here. I think you got like that, and you got like this. Watch for a flag here and buy. Watch for a flag and buy. It's making one more up. New Zealand CAD. Buy only if you get same thing. We're looking for another one here, right? I think you can see this. Right. We got this one. And we're looking for this one. So watch for a little correction here, up, correction, up. You're probably going to repeat this up there, right? So you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, and you're looking for that there. Pretty easy. Swiss yen. Okay, Swiss yen tagged the top, but you're expecting down. We didn't think they were going to tag the top. We thought they'll stop somewhere here and go down. Well, tag the top made it more better for you. Now you've got a big running flat, expanding flat. Hope all of you saw that one, right? So we are looking for downside, expect some consolidation and downside, right? I don't think they need to tag this here. They could stop anywhere here and go back up, right? So this would just be a move up, a consolidation, a move up, a consolidation, and a move up. Right? I don't think this is the turning point because this is not enough for the consolidation. Could be, but rarely. I don't think so. So we'll see. Look for sell setups. CAD yen. Somebody want the CAD yen in detail to see what? Expect more upside. It's easy, right? We're expecting that here. This might, be careful. This might drop a little here and then go. Because you're looking for a possible running flat here. It could still crawl up, then drop, and then go, right? Because this one is going to get here, and then you're looking for this now, right? Right? So what you want to see in the weekly? Depends on what you're looking at the weekly. Nope, we're still in consolidation here for downside. The weekly is coming to break this top, and then we're going to look for this to go down. Right? It's easy there. So wait for that. But you don't trade the weekly, right? The daily is the most you should be looking at right now. But there isn't. I don't see expanding flat. What flat you said you're seeing? What weekly pattern? I'm not sure. But we're in a consolidation. You can see it on the daily. It's easy. You're looking at a sideways move, right? You're looking at a move down. You're looking at a move up, a move there, and probably come back here and then downside. It looks more downside. This looks more like a consolidated flat. Probably a little more like that. So look for the biceps. You've got a sharp move and you're consolidating with it. So go in the 1 hour and wait for that trade. Look for the upside. It's just in a consolidation right now, and it's going up. This one broke out, pulled back. You're getting another flat here. You're getting another flat here. So this will go up and make a sharp move and then continue. And then continue to go. CAD Swiss. Upside. They're going to go back up one more, right? Because pretty much how far they come, we don't know, but they're going to come back up one more. So look for the trade. I don't see this coming just to this level and turn because this is not enough of a correction. They need to go back up and then come down. Right? So they need one more move up. You can look for buy setups. Copper. Okay, 4 hour. Let's see what copper is doing in the 4 hour. I don't think it's a turning point because we have this sharp one. We have this down. We got that. We get this. We're getting this. We're coming here. We're like 1, 2, 3. Look for downside. I think copper could go more down. So you can wait for a sell setup somewhere here and take one trade more to the downside. All right, so copper is likely going down one more. US oil. Question, is this the start of the upside? I think it's just part of a bigger correction, right? So we broke the low once. We got a drop there. See that drop? Then they start to turn. So they broke out. You got a buy setup there. If you're in a buy, you take profit all the way, because on the daily now we're in a bigger consolidation. Okay? We're just in a bigger consolidation. Now, I don't think this is making anything complex here. This one is finished. We made that one. We are in here. We're making a low here. See, we made a low there. Hey, watch this. It could come up all back to the top, but then I think we will go back here. We're going to see some kind of a bigger consolidation here before they go. Right? So even if you get buy setups, take the buy setups, go watch it, because at this somewhere around here they could turn to the downside. So we're just going to be going in a sideways move before they continue to go. So what we're going to be making now is a B wave of a bigger correction. Upside could be sharp, could be small, depends on what type of, could be sharp, could be very slow, depends on what type of consolidation. Wait for a flag and buy. So that's easy. Wait for a flag and buy, right? Wait for them to make a flag here and then you buy. Yes, UK oil. Same thing. We broke out, so this one will go way up back to the top. It will become a bigger consolidation. We had that. We had this pattern already. Nothing new. They might come here and then drop, right? Because we had a similar one. One. This one came down. This one came down. Went up back to the top and then came down, right? You got one. You go here. You go back to the top, and then you come down. They might be just repeating the same thing, and then you come down here. You'll just be in a big sideways move before you go back up. So if you're buying this one, I would be very careful when they come to this top. Wait for a flag, buy, take that trade and take it off and wait. Right? Because there's a good chance you're going to turn. Right? When you turn, you don't want to be in the buy and give back everything you have in the turn. Right? This is just going sideways. You can actually pull this one all the way here. Something like that, and that's all you get, right? So watch this, one more up here, and then I think we'll be coming down. I think you can see, this one is much simpler than that one. You can see this pattern here. You couldn't see this pattern that clear, right? This one was there, but you couldn't see that clear. You can see it much clearer here, right? So watch this. I don't think they can turn from here, but they might still make an attempt up before they turn. They might at least make one more up before they come down here. Natural gas. Okay, you could be in for a bigger sideways. Look for sell setup if they give you. If they give you sell here, look for sell, look for sell, look for sell way back to this low. If this turns out to be a bigger flag rather than a sell, you go for one there. I think you will get the sell first. You'll get the flag and then you'll get a drop first. S&P 500, still going up a little more. You want to put we have moved the entry order up for a sell. So the entry order for a sell was here. Now it's there, right? It can go up. Once they tag this stop, anywhere could be starting a downside. The downtrend is coming. You can see that it's not going very sharp as it used to move. If you look at that, it's really not going very sharp as it used to go, right? See, these moves were much sharper, much faster. Now they're just going slow, pull back, pull back, pull back. Once they break that top, we'll be looking for this downside. I don't know how high they're going to go, but I don't think they're going to go very high. So you can just follow it with a sell order at some point. If they just make a sudden move, hopefully your broker takes you to the top and not to the bottom. New Trump trade. So watch this. Up. We came to the low. We're going to come back up here. You may get a good trade back to the top here. Some kind of a sideways move, and then we might come back down, right? So it's just in a big sideways move within this impulse. So you're going to just go up, go up, go up, come down, go up, come down, and then you're going to get a good trade. So you can buy and sell short term. Short term is a buy. This short term, now you're getting a buy to the upside. Right? Come on. Yeah, you can see it. I don't think I need to show you. I think all of you can see that. This one is pretty easy to see. There's a good chance they will spike it down first here and then do that. There's a good chance they'll just drop it there, come here, drop it there, and then start to move up. So look for the buy. Nifty. Another consolidation, you get one more buy, right? If they consolidate one more time, they consolidate here, you got to buy. They consolidate here, you got to buy. Not this one. That one didn't give you a buy. You got a small buy there, but this is the buy. They're consolidating here. They'll give you one more buy. And then you move your stop and be ready for the sell. Deutsche Bank is a long-term trade. It's a long-term investment trade. I don't know if any one of you are interested in it. You'll be in it for a year or so more. But it's a very long-term investment trade if you're interested. I can show you. Once you break that low, you can start buying. So I didn't think they were going to break this low again, but it broke that low again. So good, no big deal, right? It's a very long-term trade because they can keep it here for a while, but then they're going to do that trade up. This is the one you're looking for. And when they do that, you can close it, right? Because from that point, they might make an attempt to come back here before they go, right? Or come back, break this low somewhere here. No, well, they're not going to go to 0, but you get the point, right? So right now, it's a 11. That's a good place to buy. Well, it's not going to go to 0. I think all of you can figure out that this thing will not go to 0, right? So you're going to get it back to about 60. Maybe that's good. So if you buy it from 14.11 to 60, that's good, right? But that has to be a long-term investment. This thing doesn't move fast. It moves really, really slow. And you will not get in when that spike comes. That spike up could be in a gap. What is going to happen for that to happen, for them to gap it up to about 60? I don't know. And I don't care, right? I don't care to know what is going to happen. Anything could happen, right? I know that once they do that, we are going to get that move up, right? Somebody's going to say something or something is going to happen nice, and then it's going to go up. So if you're interested in that, it's a very long-term trade. You have to just buy it and sit in it, right? And then you get 5 times your worth. You can buy the stocks. You don't need to trade it spot, buy stocks. Okay, let's see, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still in the sideways move, and it's going to be for a long time. So we're watching Bitcoin for 2 things now. We thought this started the upside, but then it's going very slow. So the reason it's going very slow, you got to be careful. You can buy, they can go very slow, right? This could be a flat in the middle there, and they go very slow. Look for a buy here. But if they start to break this trend, the trend line needs to change. If they start breaking this trend line here, like, right, they start breaking down, watch for one test more of the low and then up, because that up is coming. It's just a matter of whether they're going to test the low one more time and then go, or they're going to go now, right? Because they broke the low already. They don't need to go back one more, but they can go back one more, right? If it did one more drop and then upside. And Ripple will be very similar. Ripple is actually showing you more upside than downside. There's one small low now in the Ripple. You might watch this. This one actually broke the low here. So if you get a buy set up here, take that trade, it will go. But there's a good chance that this piece might drop a little more and go. So you're looking for Ripple to break out of this sideways move, and then you're taking the trade to the upside. So it's kind of in the consolidation, but hey, if you want to buy Ripple at 30, that's okay. Right? You can buy it at 30, keep it until it goes to $1 or $2 or $3. That would be okay, right? You're not buying it at $1, right? You're not buying it at the top. The same thing I was telling people, buy at the low the last time, right? Remember before it spiked to $3? I don't know how many of you were there when I showed that. So you're getting the same opportunity here now, right? When it was making this consolidation here. See this consolidation here? It was making us, I don't know what happened, but you're getting a triangular kind of pattern. I was telling people buy in here, buy in here, buy in here, and keep it. But my traders, a lot of them did who were trading this thing. So they got lucky. Some of them come out at $1. Some came out at 2 something. That's okay. Even if you came out at $1 because they were buying, I think at the price at that time was 15, 16. You will not get 15, 16 anymore. At least not now. You're not going to get 15, 16. This was the pattern you had to buy into, right? We had this pattern for you guys out for a while, and we said, be careful. Start buying here, because, you know, they're going to go slow, but then look what happens. You're not in. So same thing here. This might go a little more here, but you can start buying at this level because the next one is going to come here. I don't think they're going to go higher than 90. It could be something like this, but I don't think they're testing that top. Not as yet. They have a very long consolidation here, but most likely they're unlikely going to make the top now. They'll probably just make a pattern more like this. We do have this here, right? So we got to be careful. This could also be this. Just buy, even if it comes to $1.20. Isn't that good? $1.20, $1.40 when you're buying at 30 cents. That's good, right? So if it breaks that top, I hope for you it breaks the top, James, but I'm not sure it's going to do that, right? But what do you care if it goes to $2? You're still making money. So you just have to hold on to it a little more. I don't trade any cryptocurrencies into my account. The account is not set up to trade them, and I don't think Saxo has them. I never checked it. I never tried to trade it. Somebody wanted platinum. Platinum drops a little more. Watch, you might be starting that upside now on the wall. See that curve consolidation there? You might be starting it now. All right, let's see. Yep, if that breakout, you get it, right? There's a good chance they can break out now. If they break out, you get it. Came down pretty deep, but if they break out of here, you're going to get this trade. And once they break that, you confirm the upside. So you can take the upside and wait to see what happens there. All right? So, okay, guys, we're already 5 o'clock, 1 hour. Let's take some questions, and then we're going to go, not just charts. Tesla, I don't have the chart on, so that'll take a while. I'll have to take the chart, open it, look at all the time frames, and then make a decision. It's going to be a while. So better to take questions if you guys have any questions. Reminder, if you're interested in the course coming up, it's starting the 10th of September, you need to at least make your payments at least a week before. So send me a Skype message. You have my Skype, you can find me there, and I'll give you all the details. Don't miss this course. We don't have plans for more courses yet. We don't know when it's going to happen. And this is your chance to learn it, right? Not that it might happen, might not happen, but hopefully it happens. But don't miss your chance to learn. It's a once in a lifetime payment you have to make. You pay once, you don't have to pay for the rest of your life. So make the decision. People who made the decision 3 years ago are pretty happy about it. All right? Because they've got their money's worth like 10 times fold or more. Depends, how much money you're trading. One guy made that money back in a single trade. Well, he has the account size to do that, right? So if you have that account size, you don't waste your time. So thank you all for coming. Just to remind you, there are a lot of people out there who have never seen these videos. If you're in some kind of a forum anywhere where traders are, just remind them to take a look at this. Let them go take a look at the videos, and if they like it, they can come and look at it every week. It's free. So thank you for being here. I know it's your Sunday, so go enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everybody. See all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.